Hello everybody who's an Arseblog reader. We're here with Mikel Arteta, you'll obviously recognise him. You guys have been sending in a load of questions, we've had hundreds and hundreds, and you've sent them in via Twitter, so we'll read out some of the usernames and start posing you the questions. Right, the first one from James Wilksey, @JamesWilksey. Who was your football hero when you were younger, and what in particular inspired you about them?
Probably was Pep Guardiola. When I landed in Barcelona, I was 15. Even before then, I used to admire the way he always played and behaved himself. He grew from the Barcelona academy as well, and that was my dream, to get and follow the career that he had. And then when I went to Barcelona, I started training with the first team as well. He always looked after me, and always been someone like I have admired and thought that he deserved my admiration.
Was there one particular game when you watched him and you thought, you know, this is the guy I want to emulate?
I can't remember one particular game. It was the style of football he was playing. He was a very commanded person as well. He was always trying to help and making the people around him better players. And after he was someone that he was a big leader in the changing room as well when I met him. And always training hard, always keeping the people on their toes, and big character.
Okay, this one from @GavSteed. You're trapped on a desert island, and although there's an abundance of coconut, wild boar and drinking water, you're going to need some entertainment. I hope you eat wild boar. What past or present teammate do you bring for company, and what book would you have with you?
Probably a teammate would be Tim Cahill, because I get on really well with him, and we're always laughing and sharing good moments. And I don't know, when I'm with him, for me it's like my brother, but my proper brother, and I can be anywhere with him, doing any activity, and I always have a good time with him.
Oh, well, you just need to put a corner flag somewhere and he can go and punch it all day, can't you?
No, but honestly, it's for me he's been a really important person in my career and my life.
Great. And have you got a favourite book that you take with you?
I don't know. It had to be something like funny and positive to keep me up the good mood in an island. And the routes I read recently, I can't remember any of them, to be honest.
Looking into the dressing room, @Laduna asks, who's got the worst tasting music in the squad?
Probably Manny Frimpong.
Wow.
It's always the same. That African music with tinge and all that, you can't really understand what they're saying. And it sounds about the same every song, but I don't know if I'm wrong, but for me, not good enough, man.
Bit of peace and quiet while he's at Fulham.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Probably about 30% of the questions that were sent in were related to your hair.
I'm not surprised.
My
Twitter is always like that.
Can you tell us, is there a secret to it? I mean, how do you keep it just so perfect for 90 minutes?
I don't know, my hair doesn't move much, and I use just a normal gel. People would be surprised, but I can't tell my secret. Obviously, it's a secret, as you said.
Of course. Is there anyone else in the squad whose hair you'd quite like to borrow, maybe from day to day?
No.
Not Sanya's.
Sanya, definitely no. Gervinho's, definitely no.
Okay, next question. We've got one from AFK Mishka, who says, what was the better game for you, beating Spurs 5-2 or beating Spurs 5-2?
Any of them too. We can repeat that against them in a couple of weeks. Will be magnificent.
Yeah, that's a big game.
It's going to be a big game, because obviously we win, we're going to get really close to them. But if they do 7 points, it's going to be a tough thing to do from here to the end of the season.
Okay. Kyle Matchett, @KyleMatchett asks, from training and playing with the players daily, who's the most underrated player in the current Arsenal squad?
I think that people are underrated. People have different qualities, and all of them important for the team. Obviously, the likes of Jack Wilshere or Cazorla, they're always more in the highlights because the style of football they play. But with your players, for example, I would say Per Mertesacker, probably, because people think, oh, he's tall and looks slow or whatever. But he's a very intelligent player and clever, and always trying to help his teammates, always training hard and and keeping up the good work. And I think he's much better than what people think.
Okay, and you know, since you moved to Arsenal, I mean, you've established yourself now. But has there been any embarrassing moments that you've had personally in the dressing room? Any jokes that have been played on you, that type of thing?
No, obviously the first day when we got here, I think we were in Dortmund before the first Champions League game I played with Arsenal, and I had to stand up in a chair. Alexson called me over, and I had to sing and dance for everyone, you know.
What did you sing and dance?
Para bailar la bamba. That's a Spanish song.
Yeah.
And I did it quite well.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
Some of them after they copied me, you know. So.
Okay, you've played in 3 massive derby games. Obviously, the Old Firm derby, the Merseyside derby, the North London derby,
And the French derby.
and the Parisian derby. Yeah. I'm with Poe asks, which did you find the most passionate?
They are very different, but if I'm honest, the one that really marked me and I say, wow, it was when we played the FA Cup final in Hampden Park when I was in Glasgow, and half of the pitch was blue and half of the pitch was green against Celtic. That was unbelievable atmosphere. I probably never seen something like it, and we won that final, and I may need to choose that one.
Good choice. If the worst happened and all the Arsenal keepers have been injured, which outfield player would go in goal? That's from Alex Crone.
I can't think about anyone because I haven't seen anyone after training doing, for example, what Jagielka used to do, you know.
Yeah.
Phil Jagielka is quite a good goalkeeper. He could probably fit in that role. Here, I don't know. When I was young, I wasn't bad,
Yeah. Well, you said you're a bit of a tennis player, so you got good hands.
The thing, problem, you know, yeah. To go like this with the big lads here in the Premiership, I would struggle a little bit.
Maybe we should put Per Mertesacker in goal.
Per Mertesacker, but
he won't get down. Yeah, true.
Problem.
Fair
back.
Enough. At jjung_1996 asks, what's been your favourite moment in an Arsenal shirt so far?
Probably when we beat the Spurs last year, 5-2 at home.
That was a pretty epic.
That was great. We were 2-0 down, the crowd kept going, and we played a magnificent 60 or 70 minutes that we totally destroyed them.
Good choice. How different are the management styles of Arsene Wenger and David Moyes? At the Morbinator says, as an outside observer, I imagine them to be wildly different.
Very different. Arsene is very calm, composure. He really relies on the players' character and beliefs of how they need to handle the situations. But as well, is very straightforward when he has to say something. He doesn't go around much. He just says, it wasn't good enough, you did that, blah, blah, blah. And David, big character, very Scottish, passionate, you know, like shouting as well sometimes, and but as well, he likes taking, but after when he has to give something to a player, he's amazing.
Who's the better footballer?
Oh, difficult choice. David was soft, but technically a problem. And Arsene, I don't know, I haven't seen much of him, to be honest.
Fair enough. I've got a couple more questions here. If there was any player in history that you could have played with, who would it be? That's from @Twinesta1.
Messi. Yeah, without any doubt.
Do you think we'll sign him?
I think we've got a chance.
I like your positivity. Obviously, you've still got a few years in the tank yet, but have you started to think about what you might do after the game? Would you consider doing your coaching badges at Arsenal? That one's from @NicholasFrancone.
I have started looking at different things. Hopefully, physically, I'm going to be ready to play many more years, but you never know in football, and I don't want to be in the pitch if I'm not feeling 100%. The coaching thing, I love some part of it. I think nowadays it's very sacrificing to be a football manager, and for my family as well. I've been traveling since I was 15 all around the world. To ask them again to follow me for the next 15, 20 years and my kids, I'm not sure about that one. But time will tell. Probably when I retire, I can live without football, and probably will be the case. So I don't know, we need to make a decision.
Cool. Got a couple just of last questions. Obviously, a little Spanish contingent now at Arsenal. Nacho joining you and Santi, and you know, Ignacy there as well. How's that working out for you? Is it nice to have a few compatriots around?
It's good for me, as long I don't care if they're Spanish, Italian, French, English, but as long as they come and they strengthen the team, I'm more than happy, and I think that's going to be the case with Nacho. I think he settled really well. He played the last 2 games and he did very well. He's a nice character. He lives in Spain, very close from where I am, and he's been very good in the last few years, so hopefully he's going to adapt well to us and perform for us. That's what we need. Great.
And just one last question. I mean, is Arsenal as a club exactly what you expected? Is there anything that since you arrived has just surprised you?
How big it is. Probably don't realize till you are inside the club and you start asking people, you start asking how the club is run inside and how many people we have inside doing things for us. For me, it's a big example. Is in Highbury we've got a big picture and it shows the stadium, and it's a day match, so it shows how many people are involved for the game, just to look after us, you know, and it's amazing. So I think that we always need to remember that and don't forget that it's not only about us, it's about all the people that are making it much easier for us.
Well, there's a lot of people who want to make life a lot easier for you, including me. We're here on set with Puma, and we've got a new pair of boots for you. So we are Arseblog readers.
Yeah, we changed the colour now from yellow to white.
Yeah, well, they look good.
Very good.
I'm hoping these will be scoring the winning goal against Spurs in a few weeks' time.
Oh,
no pressure.
That's good.
Yeah,
no pressure.
Wood. Nice looking boots.
Can happen. Very nice, very nice. To be honest, I'm very happy with them. I'm very happy with Puma, the way they have developed the last few boots. I think they keep improving every time, and every time we ask them to change something that can be more comfortable for us, they're always open to do it. So, really happy.
Great. Well, best of luck, and thanks very much for talking to Arseblog.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.